Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Have You Heard? My name's Richard, and as you can see from the title, today we are listening to David Bowie, and we're going to be listening to Queen Bitch from this wonderful album, Hunky Dory, released on the 17th of December 1971. 54 years ago next week. I don't know why it's taken us so long to get to David Bowie on the channel. Although, we're not even 3 months in yet, but I'm doing a video every day, but there's so much stuff to listen to. But I woke up this morning and I thought, David Bowie. Okay, so what do we play? And I had a good old look around the YouTube reaction channels. I only have in my collection right at this moment in time Hunky Dory and Ziggy Stardust. I had others, but they've kind of come and gone. Just being me, these are the two that are the ones that are closest to my heart. And so I looked at Hunky Dory songs and Ziggy Stardust songs on the reaction channels, specifically looking at Hunky Dory. I wanted to start there. And of course, Life on Mars has a lot. And I've just been listening to it again, doing a little video test of this video, checking the equipment. And it's magnificent. And it's got Rick Wakeman on piano, or Richard Wakeman, as they call him on the album notes. But lots of reactions. We'll do it later on when I'm a little bit more relaxed. But then my second favourite song is Queen Bitch, and I had a look. It's about 3 or 4, no more than that. So it's Queen Bitch. Short, sharp, and punchy. Very much the prototype song for Ziggy that came only 6 months later. He recorded Ziggy Stardust very soon after, in the first half of 72, which made the summer of 72 such an amazing summer. First of all, I remember the weather was good, and then I remember Starman on Top of the Pops, and a lot of people's life changed when they saw that. But this is 6 months earlier, and it's a homage to Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. But really, it's very much David, and it is the prototype Ziggy Stardust song, and it's marvellous. And let's listen to it now. And I keep on wanting to say superlatives. I'll just keep quiet. Let's listen to the song and we'll talk about it a bit more afterwards. So, on with the trusty headphones. And here we go. Queen Bitch from Hunky Dory, December 1971.
Below. He's down on the street and he's trying hard to force us to flow. Oh, my heart's in the basement, my weekend's at an all-time low. Cause she's hoping to stall, so I can't see her letting him go. Walk out of her heart, walk out of her mind. Oh, not her. She's so swishy in her satin and tan, in her frock coat and bibbidi-bobbidi hat. Oh God, I could do better than that. Oh yeah. She's an old-time ambassador, sweet-talking, night-walking games. Oh, and she's known in the darkest ladies' clubs for pushing ahead of the dames. If she says she can't do it, then she can't do it. She don't make false claims. But she's a queen, and such a queen that your laughter is sucked in the brains. Now she's leading them on, and she'll lay 'em right down. Yes, she's leading them on, and she'll lay 'em right down. But it could have been me, yes, it could have been me. Why didn't I say? Why didn't I say? Now, she's so quickly in the side and the side. In the brown gold of bibbity bobbity hat. Oh, but I could do better than that. So I lay down a while and I gaze at my hotel wall. Oh, the gold is so cold, it don't feel like no bed at all. Yeah, I lay down a while, look at my hotel wall. And he's down on the street, so I throw both his bags down the hall. And I'm phoning a cab, cause my stomach feels small. There's a taste in my mouth, and it don't taste at all. It could have been me, oh yeah, it could have been me. Why didn't I say? Why didn't I say? No, she's so swiftly in a satin and bad. In a frock coat and bibbity bobbity hat. Oh, kinda like her do better than that. You betcha. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
There we go. Not much more than 3 minutes, but it is pop rock perfection. That's my analysis. There are. It has influenced so many people. I'm just thinking off the top of my head now. I mean, you've got the line, it's an all time low, and I'm sure the band All Time Low must have taken their name from this. Um, and then you just, those of you who know the Killers and Mr. Brightside, that is such a rip-off of Queen Bitch. The chord progression on the pre-chorus, I think it is so, it's a complete rip-off. Let's just copy David Bowie, and I suppose why not? You're going to get it pretty much right, aren't you, even if it is derivative? But there you go. Yeah, I would urge anyone who likes this and who hasn't seen it live to go onto YouTube. There's the live footage of David and the Spiders playing on the Old Grey Whistle Test, the BBC TV program from the early, well, most of the 70s, that would get brilliant rock bands on and play live. The greatest TV music program of all time. And they're there in their full glam gear, but it's played fully live. And Mick Ronson on guitar, Trevor Bolder on bass, and Woody Woodmansey on drums, and David on acoustic. And it is such a performance. No frills, no whistles, just a brilliant performance of a great song. Well worth a look if you haven't seen it before. Yeah, so from here, of course, 6 months later, it was Ziggy Stardust. And as I say, 1972 is the greatest year in rock music. And I've said this a dozen times now, and I'm going to say it again. So many great albums came out in 72. We ought to even do a 1972 day every week and just play a song from great albums of 1972. We could go on for years. And this was right at the end of 71. As I say, Life on Mars is an absolute joy. and I will play it sometime. Oh You Pretty Things, Changes, Andy Warhol, Kooks. I love Kooks, and that was written as a hello, if you like, to his son who had been born just a few days earlier. Welcome to the world, and the weird world of David Bowie. Now, over the years, I sort of dipped in and out of David and his music because he was such, well, he was the ultimate musical chameleon, wasn't he? And he went through these different personas and he experimented in all kinds of different music, obviously, some of which I liked, and some of those genres he experimented in, I was never really much of a fan of. So I would sort of fade in and fade out of his career. But it was always nothing less than fascinating. And a new Bowie album was always worth a listen. You had to listen to what was going on. Um, but as I say, these two particular early 70s albums are the ones that got me, and made such a difference to, I think, lots of young British people at that time. Something else. I mean, this album got to what number? Got to number 3 in the UK charts. It didn't trouble the American charts at all. Um, but again, I think a lot of the sales of this album came once Ziggy Stardust came out. I was included. I thought, hello, what's this? And I went back and listened to Hunky Dory, which was only 6 months earlier. And of course, it was um, another light bulb moment, and I bought it straight away. This version now I've got on CD is the 2015 remaster. It's excellent. And again, a recommendation. Rick Beato just, I think last week, interviewed Ken Scott, the great Ken Scott, producer, engineer, um, who, as a 16-year-old, got a job at Abbey Road Studios when the Beatles were on their rise. I mean, what a job. And of course, he produced Hunky Dory and Ziggy Stardust. And the way that Ken talked to Rick about David is really interesting. Fascinating stuff. Right, so there we are. There's one more David Bowie song that we're going to do in the future, and that will be Space Oddity. Now, it's been done on the channel, on the reaction channels, lots of times, but I have the original single version, and I can't wait to hold it up in front of the screen and say, hello guys, this is the original single. And I want to play it to you, even though it's on all the reaction channels. We will do that in the near future. Of course, famously on that, Rick Wakeman was hanging around in the studio and was asked could he see if he could fix the Mellotron. And the rest is history. So there we go. Thank you for listening. Please share your comments and memories and thoughts on the great, much missed David Bowie. Do you have any of his albums? Which ones are your favourites? What do you think of this song? Let's talk about Velvet Underground, Lou Reed. I've never got into them that much, although I do have the live Lou Reed album, Rock and Roll Animal, which is a great live album. But please tell me all about your thoughts on this particular song, this album, and David in general. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff. We've got over 70 videos now. I've arranged everyone in a playlist. There's about 6 or 7 playlists there, so it's easy for you to pop in and go back and see what we've done earlier on in our short lifespan. Please do that, and all the likes and subscribes will be More than welcome. So that's it for now. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again very soon on the next video of Have You Heard, which will be tomorrow. So until then, cheers everybody.